Hi there. We're glad you could join us today. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jim, and we are
A Teague of Your Own. Welcome to another Motivational Monday.
Let's get motivated.
Woohoo! Hooray! It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Okay, we'll go with that.
It's not. But it's always a beautiful day when I'm with you.
Oh, I feel the same.
No, you don't.
Sure. I wish the weather was nicer, but it's kind of cold.
It's
and gloomy.
Southwestern Pennsylvania in December.
What are you getting ready to do? You can't show that. People haven't gotten them yet.
No, I can show them part of it.
Oh, okay. All right. And
okay.
Gonna give it away.
So what he's referring to is this. Ooh. Oh. The Christmas cards have arrived. And they're going out. Yay! Because it's Christmas time.
It is Christmas time.
And the cards are going out. We've actually got two versions of cards this year. Because we've got these, which are super secret.
Yep.
And
can't see the front.
Nope. You gotta wait until you either get it in the mail or you look at it on Facebook after people start getting it in the mail. And we also have a Teague of Your Own ones that are going out. So it's cool. Why do I bring up Christmas?
Yeah, be careful. You're going to turn that around. People see.
No, I'm not.
Stop it.
Why do I bring up Christmas?
Because you were going to talk about different types of shoppers and what that means about their leadership abilities.
You're correct. So there are different types of holiday shoppers out there, whether it's for Christmas or for Hanukkah or just shopping in general.
Yeah.
And I never really paid that much of attention to it, but apparently there are actual scientific studies out there about your shopping habits and what it says about you. And they can classify different types of holiday shoppers that are out there.
Okay.
All right. So you have the shoppers who will literally start in January.
Yeah. I was going to say August, but
no.
Yeah, you're right.
Some of them as early as December 26th.
Yeah,
when everything goes on sale. And then throughout the course of the year, they are constantly getting stuff as it is, like you said, on clearance and things like that. So they are ready. They are super prepared. They have it all done. Literally, by September, they're finished.
Yeah, there's a problem with that, though. Means you got to store all that stuff. You got to hide it.
Yep.
Yeah. So
you got to have somewhere to put it.
You got to have someplace to put it.
The other thing that those type of people, the challenges that they run into is what my father used to run into with my stepmother.
Which is?
She would buy stuff for herself.
Yeah. So what do you do?
She would buy the exact same thing that he had just bought.
You bought them a gift. You bought it early. Now they went and got one
it themselves.
Now all of a sudden they don't need that gift. Yeah, that's the danger of doing that.
It is. And depending on when you bought it, you may or may not be able to return it.
It's true.
Because some stores will be very lenient with their return policies. Others not so much.
Yeah.
So it really depends on when you do it.
Yeah.
But the people who do that, they tend to plan ahead.
Yeah.
Way far ahead. And what does that say about their leadership skills? These are people who have a vision, obviously.
Yeah.
They know exactly what it is that they want. They know what they're expecting in the future. Mm-hmm. And they are working towards that. And they're actually doing what it is that they want to do to set up that successful future for themselves.
Yeah.
That's what those types of shoppers and those types of leaders do. The ones that work all along, they don't wait until the last minute, which is another type of shopper.
Of course, can't they get out over their skis sometimes?
They can.
Okay.
And that's the drawback to all that. And like I mentioned before, one of the challenges that the people who plan that far ahead and execute that far ahead are the people who mess things up for them.
Yeah.
Because they go out and buy their own gifts,
Yeah.
which is another type of shopper, by the way, is that type of shopper who does indeed go out and buy stuff for themselves. What does that say about their leadership skills?
That they're mostly focused on themselves.
And sometimes you have to focus on improving your skills.
True.
And you need
Very
to
true.
focus on developing yourself as a leader. However, and having said that, the very first person that you ever learn to lead is yourself.
That's true. Hardest person to lead is yourself.
Yes. However, at this time of year, we're supposed to be thinking of others. And as leaders, you're supposed to focus on the benefit to other people, not necessarily the benefit to yourself. In fact, if anything, you want to make sure that other people are going to benefit from what it is that you do, as opposed to you benefiting from what you do.
Right. Because you'll benefit when they perform. So.
Yes. So the people who, like I said, are out there buying stuff for themselves. Yeah. And that throws off the people who have bought everything for you way far in advance.
That's why she always says, I'm not allowed to buy myself anything after, I guess, about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Even though I do freely admit I bought a couple of gifts.
Yes.
That you're on your behalf. There's something that I needed and I found a good bargain. And so I went ahead and did it. And I don't think you would disagree with it. I know you didn't. Like I said, it was an opportunity and I took advantage of it. And it was one of those, I could have told you about it, but then it still wouldn't be a surprise.
No.
And then who knows if it had gone away before you got a chance to actually jump in there and buy.
That's very true.
Yeah. It was a moment. I got a great deal and it was something that I needed. Shoes. You can never have enough shoes, right?
This is very true.
That's what you ladies keep saying.
That is very true.
I'm catching up with that idea. I like that. Lots of shoes.
So one of the other types of shoppers that are out there are the last minute shoppers.
Yes.
They are the ones that wait until, some of them, they haven't started yet. And it's
well, now see, I
December
think you could break those people down into two categories.
Okay.
I think one category would be the last minute who are waiting for the bargains, because there's two times, as we know historically, when you can get bargains. Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But those bargains go away fast.
Yes, they do.
And then right before Christmas.
Yes.
Because retailers they're at the crunch. And they're starting to mark down those prices to try to move as much stuff as they possibly can.
Yeah.
And so there's some people that they wait late to get bargains.
That's true.
What would that say about their leadership style?
Well, if that's the reason why, it's because the problem then is they're at the whims of everybody else. What's left over?
Potentially, yeah.
So that's what you have to choose from, is what's left over.
Yeah.
As a leader, do you necessarily want to choose from what's left over?
No.
Because it may not fit in with your plan. It may not fit in with the vision that you have for yourself. And the reality is, you're right. When it comes to the shoppers out there, they are the ones that you will see the week leading up to Christmas that are out there. And some of them are just wandering aimlessly because they're waiting for inspiration to strike them. Mm-hmm. Others of them are just like, all right, this is the time that I set aside. Now's the time that I have. Here are the people I need to buy for. Here's what they're getting. Boom, boom, boom. They're done.
Yeah. And for some people, they work a lot of hours, and it may be that they don't get time. They don't have time until just before Christmas to go shopping. This happens to people who, again, their jobs, they work so many hours that until they get a break there a few days before Christmas, they just can't.
Yeah. When I was traveling for work all the time, it's hard to be able, because the other thing is, when you are traveling and you want to buy stuff, how do you get it back home? Yeah. So that just creates a whole bunch of other.
You can't ship it if the people that you're buying it for are there, and the ones that are going to be getting the packages when they show up, they'll know. Kind of like there was a package that arrived here the other day, and I have a pretty good idea what's there.
Yep.
But I didn't open it or anything, but it was a package for her, and I have a better than fair idea of what I think is in that package. So doesn't sound like I'm going to be wrong, but you never know. I don't know. You could surprise me with what's in it. So, and then you've got the last minute people who just procrastinate. They put everything off to the last minute.
They are the ones Christmas Eve at noon. They're looking, and
they're mostly men. That's what I love.
If you've ever worked retail, you know exactly what we're talking about. They're the ones who will show up on Christmas Eve, and depending on how late your store is open, they could literally be there when you are shutting the doors.
Those are my favorites.
And you're kicking them out.
I almost love going to the store on Christmas Eve just to see the clueless guys walking around in the store. And you can tell, you can see them. They're just eyes glazed over. Yeah. They look like zombies. They have no clue what to get.
Well, and in this day and age, you can literally wait until Christmas Day, because you could go online and you could buy gift cards that can be emailed to somebody on Christmas Day. So in this day and age, you have the ability to procrastinate and to literally wait up until Christmas Day to get your shopping done.
Yeah, it's gotten a little easier for people because with being able to buy online. And then you're talking about shipping. You know, for some people, they can actually have things shipped to their business location, or they can have it shipped to somebody else's house.
Once upon a time, when I actually went into an office, I would do that. Yeah. I'd have a lot of stuff shipped to my office. So what does the last minute people say about their leadership skills?
That they're not very good.
They're not good at planning.
No, they're not good at planning at all.
They're not good at planning.
No.
Planning is, and part of it also, the ones that are looking for the inspiration, they're not very good at decision making.
Right.
And they don't really have a vision of what it is that they're looking for. Those are really big things when it comes to being a leader, is having a plan, having a vision, you know, having goals that you have for yourself, actually executing on them, knowing when to do that. So if you find yourself year in and year out, this is the pattern that you see among yourself, then you need to take a step back at some point and say, why do I do this? And by the way, I don't want to sound like this is only people who shop for Christmas. It could be for birthdays, it could be for Hanukkah, it could be for anniversaries, for weddings, it could be for anything. A lot of people literally will wait until the last minute, still won't have a clue as to what to get, and you feel bad for the people who receive those gifts. Sometimes the gifts are okay, sometimes not so much. So
and then sometimes you don't have a choice. So it's like any time that I'm getting flowers for you, I have no place here to hide flowers.
No.
There's no place.
No.
And so I end up having to wait and get them on the day of.
Yep.
Plus, that's also when I can get them and they're going to be the freshest.
Yes.
So some things you just don't have a choice. I have no choice on that.
Jewelry isn't that way.
No, jewelry is not that way. You can buy jewelry early.
You can. And it's easy to hide.
Is that a hint?
Just saying.
You don't have enough already?
Not enough shoes, not enough jewelry. Wow. Just saying.
Okay.
So as far as leadership goes, well, what can you do about this? Well,
change.
You can. Yeah. And you have the ability to do that yourself. You have the ability to start developing that vision and developing that plan and those goals to execute that vision. You have the ability to do that. And if you need help with that, who could they turn to?
Who are you going to call? A Teague of your own.
Yes. So if you need help developing your vision, if you need help figuring out what your purpose is. I was just talking to a couple ladies earlier today, and one of them was just like, I really don't know what my deeper why is.
Oh.
And so I said, ready, set, goals. We can help you. We literally have a program that could help you. if you need help figuring out what that vision is, what your purpose is, how to set goals, how to actually execute on those goals, we can help you out, because that's what we do. What else can we help them with when it comes to leadership?
We can help them determine their leadership style, their communication style. You can learn about other people's communication styles. You can learn about your values.
Yep.
You can learn about your work preferences. We got all kinds of tools, all kinds of things that we can do.
Okay. Yep. So if that sounds like you, if any of these shoppers, and the very last shopper that we left out is the more traditionalist, who starts like right around Thanksgiving.
Right around Thanksgiving, yep.
Finishes up by about now.
Yeah.
Does a little here, a little there. They've got their list. They know what it is they want to buy. They know who they're buying for. They get things done ahead of time enough so that they can get things wrapped up. And if they're shipping things, they can get them shipped off in time so it's not last second. Those are the more traditionalists. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to leaders, they're more traditionalist in their leadership skills too, because they do have a plan. They don't wait till the last minute. They don't stretch things out far enough to where they get bogged down in some of it all along the way. So what about wrapping? Oh, good question, Jesse. Those folks are up all night Christmas Eve wrapping gifts. You are right. The people who wait to the very last second to get anything wrapped. Yeah.
And see, but people who are smart, they know how to handle that. They make these beautiful things now called gift bags. You just put it in the bag, tape it up, boom, you're done. And it makes it easy for opening for the person you're giving the gift to. So.
Many years ago, we also got the boxes.
The boxes, pre-decorated boxes. Yeah, you just fold it open and then throw it in there and then tape it, and you're done.
Yeah, put a
bow on top or something.
Yeah,
you don't have to wrap it or anything. It already comes pre-decorated, so it's beautiful.
Those come in handy.
Yeah.
However, when it comes to wrapping, the traditionalists, they'll go out, they'll buy all their stuff, they'll wrap everything, poof, done, and they still have time. Whereas, and the people who are buying from, the previous December and January all through the year, they've got plenty of time to get the wrapping.
Well, a lot of times they wrap theirs because then that's how you can keep people from figuring out if they happen to find the stash.
And the problem with them is they'll forget what they buy.
Well, that's true.
Too. So
of course they might forget where they put it. Too.
Yes,
that
it'll
could be
get
another
lost.
Problem.
So
we've done that before.
We have.
I hate to say that.
We've done that. There's nothing like moving and cleaning out stuff and finding
discovering a gift that you forgot to give somebody.
Yes, that's always a good time.
We've done that.
Yeah. All right. So if you need help with those leadership skills, developing them, feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah.
How can they do that?
They can send us an email, info@aleagueofyourown.com.
Yep.
They can connect with us on Facebook. Oh, and please like us.
Yes.
And then LinkedIn.
Yep.
Yes. They can find our videos on YouTube.
They can. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go out and do that.
Do that. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome. They can go to our website, like you said, aleagueofyourown.com. Find all kinds of ways to book some time with us on there. Or they could call or text us. And what's that number?
420-420-7975.
Yeah, you were about to give them
I was about to give them my own personal phone number.
Which they could do that too.
Yeah, they could. I wouldn't care.
But yeah, be on the lookout. These are going to be out in the mail here soon enough. And I'm excited. Next week, it will be a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes, it will, because we're going to be in a different neighborhood.
Next week will be someplace warmer.
Yes.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Definitely going to be fun. I'm ready for it.
I know.
It's cold here.
It's southwestern Pennsylvania in December. It's supposed to be cold.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Some of the ladies I was talking with earlier today, they're up in Massachusetts, and they got a couple inches of snow last night.
It's worse.
So, yeah. Good times. All right, everybody. So we will see you next week. Like I said, if you need to get in contact with us, go to ateagueofyourown.com. Like us, follow us here on Facebook, on LinkedIn, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would truly appreciate it. And if you need help, reach out. Let us know what we can do for you. Till then, we will see you next week. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.